Example 2, in an orienteering exercise, a cadet leaves the starting point S and walks 15 kilometers on a bearing of 120 to reach A. The first checkpoint is A. We are talking of a cadet leaving, this is true north. A cadet leaves point S on a bearing and walks 15 kilometers on a bearing of 120 degrees, 120 degrees, and covers 15 kilometers to reach point A. This is another true north. That is point A. And then from A, he walks 9 kilometers on a bearing of 240 to the second checkpoint at point B. He walks 9 kilometers from point A on a bearing of 240 degrees. That is 90, 180, and 240. 9 kilometers to get to point B, and this is another true north. From B, he returns directly to S. Describe the displacement of S from B. Now, from B, he walked directly to point S that way. So we are expected to describe the displacement of S from B. The displacement of S from B. Now, displacement, we have to talk about the distance. We have to talk about the distance, and we have to talk about the bearing. We must express displacement of S from B in terms of this. Now, to start with, we have this true north, which is parallel to this true north. And of course, as much as we know, this angle, when this angle is 120, the angle that remains here is 60 degrees to make 180 degrees, which is alternating to this angle. So that angle is 60 degrees. We have 240 degrees from the true north to this line. So we have this part of the angle remaining to make a whole 360 degrees. So this plus this is 300. Of course, 360 minus 300, we get this angle to be 60 degrees. And as you can see, we have now this angle and no other angle in that particular triangle. So you can see we have been given this 15 kilometers and this 9 kilometers, and the angle given is between the two lines. So we can easily use our cosine rule, which says SB is equals to, or SB squared is equals to 15 squared plus 9 squared minus 2 times 15 times 9, then the cosine of 60 degrees. And if you use your calculator, you'll find that SB is equals to 171, and therefore this is SB squared. SB is the root of 171, which is basically around 13.1 kilometers. 13.1 kilometers. Let's see, this is 13.1 kilometers. Having had that, it is important that we realize we have now three sides. And as much as we know, this angle is opposite these sides. And this side has an angle opposite. And therefore, if we can get this angle, which let's call it theta, then we can easily compute all the angles of the triangle. And we can easily use our sine rule, which says sine theta over 9 is equals to sine 60 over 13.1. You can even use, in fact, you're expected to use the root of 171 for accuracy. And you can see that theta is going to be 9 sine 60 over the root of this is the sine inverse of this, the root of 171, which is, if you use the calculator, you're going to realize theta is 36.6 degrees. Theta is going to be 36.6 degrees. So this is the value of theta, 36.6 degrees, that angle. At that point, it is important to note one thing, that if you extend that line that way, you will get 180 degrees completing that particular angle. And within them, we have 120 plus 36.6. That is 120 plus 36.6, which is 156.6. And therefore, the remaining angle, let's call it beta, is supposed to be 23. This is 23.4 degrees, that angle. Using the knowledge of parallel lines, if we extend that line, then that angle is alternated to that angle, which is 23.4 degrees, because the true north is parallel to the true north, and this is a transversal, then that angle alternates that one. So in an attempt now to express the bearing of S from B, we must realize that we are trying to capture the size of that whole angle from the true north all the way clockwise to the line that connects the 2 points B and S. And what is it? You can see we only have 23.4 degrees to complete the whole circle, which is 360. So the bearing is 360 minus 23.4, which is 360 minus 23.4, which is 336.6 degrees. So therefore, if you are attempting now to express or to answer our question, we can say S is 13.1 kilometers from B on a bearing of 336.6 degrees, 13.1 degrees on a bearing of 336.6 degrees. Okay.